point on the horizon and stare at it.
What horizon?
I don't believe this. How can you be seasick? You mean to tell me all that time you spent on search and rescue, you never spent any time at sea? Well, how did you swing there?
I'm afraid of the water.
Say that again.
I never had to work near lakes and oceans. I always asked to be excused from those, and I was. Bad memories of the flood, I guess.
This is ridiculous. What is the first thing an angel says? Fear not. Be not afraid. Except for large bodies of water. Is that what you tell people?
I know there's nothing to be afraid of. I know it doesn't make any sense.
Well, actually, it makes good sense now. The thing you're terrified of is something she loves.
Who?
Your next assignment, Anđele Evans. She's fighting a terrible fear. The kind that comes in the night and whispers in your ear till dawn and then sends you running to the sea just to get the voices to quit for a little while. But Anđele's voices won't quit, not until her own voice drowns them out. And it's your job to help her speak up. Because if she doesn't, this will be the worst mistake of her life and her last. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time I tell you I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
As a young man growing up in this beautiful state, there were unpolluted rivers where I could fish, safe streets where I could walk, quality schools where I could lay a foundation for a real future for myself and my family. As senator, I make this commitment.
Guys. Hey, it sounds good, but you look like some real estate guy trying to sell the house. Look, Carter, what it needs is Anđela.
She's not going to do it.
Just have her stand next to you and smile.
All right, let me try. Hey.
Since when did you ever go fishing in a river?
Hey, well, my dad took me fishing a couple of times. My mom made me stop after I caught that trout and left it in the back seat of the car.
Well, how come I can't get you to go on the boat with me?
Oh, you can. I'm just not interested in fishing, that's all. Hey, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll go fishing with you if you come with me and stand over there. Hmm?
No. Carter, I told you.
Oh,
No.
come on, baby.
No,
Look, you
no,
won't even
no.
have to say anything.
Carter, these guys are on a schedule.
Okay, okay. All right. When I was a young man growing up in this beautiful state, there were unpolluted rivers where I could fish.
Hi.
Safe streets where
Hi.
I could walk. Quality schools
some
where
help
I could
there?
lay a foundation for
You
a
our new neighbor?
real
Brand new.
myself.
Welcome, Monica.
Anđele Evans.
Oh, Evans as in senator.
Well, as in Evans, the almost senator, we hope. This house has been empty for months. When did you move in?
Last night.
Oh, gosh, I've been so busy I didn't even notice. I would have helped or something.
Well, you still can. So I was thinking of planting a garden, but I was wondering what the weather is like this time of year.
Oh, well, it's kind of dry. There's not a lot of rain, you know. It's just kind of bad for gardens, but it's good for fishing.
Ah, so you're a fisherman.
Well, no, I just kind of like to sit in the boat and think, you know. I like the way the water makes the boat rock, you know. Back and forth and back and forth. It's the most peaceful feeling I know. I go out almost every afternoon. Would you like to join me sometime, maybe?
Sounds lovely. How do you have time to fish if you're running for senator?
Oh, that's not me. That's that's my husband.
Oh.
Yeah, one politician in the family is enough, believe me. Yeah, I write funding grants for children's programs in the city, and I volunteer at a center for disadvantaged preschoolers.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Well, we need volunteers.
And I need to be needed.
I love your accent. You must be from the old country, huh?
Yes. Very, very old.
All I'm asking for is a little support here.
I am giving you all the support I can. I've given up everything except preschool just to work at headquarters. What more do you want, sweetie?
You know exactly what I want. I mean, anybody can answer the phone and stuff envelopes, but only you can be my wife.
You don't need a wife to win.
I need you to make winning matter.
It matters.
You know, I really don't understand. I mean, if it were you and the situation were reversed, I'd be standing right there by your side. Hell, you're as qualified as I am anyway.
More?
Is that it? Hmm? Are you a little jealous because it's me and not you?
Yeah, right. Don't even try to start a fight with me, buddy. You know how proud I am of you. It's just that I like staying in the back room. That's all.
What are you wearing?
I'm going to the boat.
We got a fundraiser here.
Angela, you can't even just put on a dress and just sit there and smile?
No, I can't.
Angela!
I love what you've done with the place.
She's going to the lake.
I heard it. What about you?
Why couldn't she be a hiker or an aerobics freak or something?
So then I thought about sending her a card. You know, happy birthday, love, your dad. But then I thought, well, maybe she'd take offense, you know? Is that enough for the first time? I mean, I want to start slow, not scare her off.
You know, Lundy, after all these years, she doesn't want to hear what some greeting card writer thinks. She wants to hear what you think. Why don't you write her a letter?
I haven't seen her since she was 3. I don't know what she likes or what she thinks. Why don't I just put some money in the card?
Lundy, you coward. I'll tell you what. You write her a letter, and if you want me to read it first, I will. Okay?
On the house.
What do you think's going on?
People only carry on in the dark when they don't want you to see what they're doing.
Do you think they're having an affair? And then this little tiny bean, we put it in there and make sure that it's in there really good, sweetheart. This little bean sleeps in the ground for a long, long time, and then it grows into a big, big, beautiful plant.
What kind of plant?
Well, a bean plant, silly.
I hate beans.
You hate beans? How could you hate beans? Well, you wouldn't hate them if you knew them. Maybe we could give your bean a name. How could you hate a bean called Oscar?
Hi, Oscar. What's my bean?
Your bean's name is Seamus. Now, why don't you all go and water your beans? Why don't you all run over and water your beans, and I'll be over in a minute.
You were great today.
Oh, I'm loving every minute of it.
Well, I've got some bad news. I wanted to take you on the boat today, but I can't.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, Carter finally talked me into one of those awful campaign fundraisers.
You really don't enjoy this campaigning, do you?
I'd give anything if you drop out of the race. Truth of the matter is, the last thing I want to be right now is a senator's wife.
my element here, don't you?
I need an escort.
What you need is straps. That's what you need.
Where's your faith, my friend?
Just don't make any sudden moves, Monica.
The angel of death is a prude. My, I'm learning a lot in this new job.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Colston Hotel. Please take your seats. We're ready to introduce our guest of honor. You know him as one of this state's strongest crusaders for environmental issues, a powerful advocate for children's rights, a leader in the fight for education reform, and the man who will bring this state and
I'll be right back.
foundations for a real future. Ladies and gentlemen, Karter Evans.
Thank you very much.
Show up anytime I want to.
What are you doing in my room? Get out of here! All right, then. You won't go? I will.
Monica, what are you doing here?
I saw you leave the dinner with
Marshall.
the man who did this to you. Oh, Angela, how could you be in love with a man like that?
Is that what you think? I'm not in love with him, Monica. He's blackmailing me. Guess I finally got what I deserved, huh?
Nobody deserves that. Listen, let me get some help.
No, please, Monica, don't tell anybody about this.
Well, all right, I won't tell anyone, but, you know, you can talk to me.
I don't want to get you involved.
Let me be your friend, Angela. Whatever it is, you can trust me.
Funny, but I think that I can. When I was growing up, my father was a fry cook. We had nothing. I thought I was nothing. But he made me study really hard. So I got a scholarship to college. But I wasn't enough, and I thought I was going to have to drop out. Until I met Marshall.
Were you in love with him?
He pressed all the right buttons, you know. Money, class, self-esteem. He had it, I didn't. He could lift me up or take me all the way down with just a look. Then he started taking me to these parties. These pretty wild parties. And he started to introduce me to these other men. And I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden I was sleeping with these men, and they were leaving money.
Oh, Angela.
Marshall summed it all up with this easy philosophy about how I was using them as much as they were using me. And I guess I just went dead inside. And I told myself that it didn't really matter how I got the money.
How long did it last?
About a year. And then one day I was in a bookstore and I recognized one of the men that I'd spent the night with. And he was just staring at me. And then I realized that he wasn't seeing Angela. He was wondering what a whore was doing buying a book. So I disappeared after graduation and I moved out of state and I got my law degree at night. And I thought this was all behind me. I never dreamed that Karter would run for senator. But he did. And when he did, there was publicity. And then there was Marshall again.
And now he's blackmailing you.
So far, Karter hasn't noticed the drain on the finances. But Monica, if this ever got out, it would ruin him. It would ruin his whole campaign.
Oh,
Wait a minute, forget about the campaign. What's at jeopardy here is your marriage. The worst thing Carter could lose is you, Angela.
How am I going to walk back in there and explain all of this? Oh, did you get a mirror or something?
You don't need a mirror.
That bad, huh?
Let me see what I can do.
I am basically tired of politicians. Well, I am not a politician. I am just a man who can only make you one promise, that I will protect and serve the people and the state that I love. Carter Evans.
Sorry to call so early.
No, it's okay.
I need to speak with Mrs. Evans.
Yeah, sure, just one moment. It's for you.
Hello?
We're not finished yet, Angela.
Yes. Thank you. I will.
You bet you will.
There was a parent at school.
Angela, there's a press tour at the Children's Hospital, and, well, I think you would fit in perfect. Why don't you...
Please, please, Carter, don't make me do this again. I don't fit in.
Angela, when are we going to talk about this?
We are talking about it, and I'm not going to go. I'm going to the boat.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
This morning, and I miss you.
Oh, hit the water early this morning, Lundy. Thanks. How's the weather coming?
I'm not much of a rider. Be honest.
This is beautiful, Lundy. If I were your daughter and I got a letter like this, I would definitely want to meet you.
So you think I should mail it?
Mail it.
Well, that's the problem. If I put my return address on it, she may tear it up before she even reads it. And if I don't, how will I know if it ever got there?
Deliver it yourself?
I can't do that. She lives in Idaho.
You know, there's great fishing in Idaho.
I don't know.
Let me tell you something, Lundy. I lived with my father my whole life, and I never knew him because he was too afraid to get to know me. Don't make the same mistake he did.
What are you going to do for bait while I'm gone?
Can I tell you a secret? I don't really fish.
I know. By golly, I'll do it.
Good for you.
When I get back, I'll re-rivet the bottom of that boat so it doesn't leak so much.
Okay, that's your department, Lundy. Hello. Why?
Hi. I hope you don't mind. I was worried about you and thought I'd try to track you down. What a beautiful place.
Now you know my secret. Another one. What'd you really come here for?
I wanted to talk to you about Marshall.
Forget it. No trouble talk on the lake. Those are my rules. Come on, let's go out on the boat.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I'm afraid of the water.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I don't know why, I'm not supposed to be afraid of anything.
Well, everybody's afraid of something. Come on. Just touch it. Take a little step over here and put your toe in it. Come on, Monica.
No.
Come on. Monica's a chicken. Come on.
No, I can't.
Monica's a chicken. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. No. It's just water. Come on. Just water. I'm not drowning. See?
is it going to grow?
We have to be patient, sweetheart. Give it some time.
Will it grow before you leave?
What do you mean? I'm not leaving.
My daddy says we're going to go to Washington, D.C. and move away.
Oh, well, we're not sure about that, Gregory, but if I do, it won't be for a long time.
Just let me know, okay?
I promise. What are these kids going to think if this ever comes out?
You can stop it before it does.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. I took a step in the water. Now it's your turn.
But I know Marshall. He'll never quit. He'll keep showing up just when I'm not looking. You know, like last night.
But what if you find him first? You know, catch him by surprise, some public place where you feel safe, and tell him that you're not going to give him any more money.
I can't even find him. He always finds me first.
But if you could find him, you could do it, Angela. Meet him on your terms. Take the control away from him.
He's got the control because he's got the information.
But it's your word against his. Believe me, people like that will only go as far as you let them.
Okay, I'll do it. But I gotta find him first.
Oh, that can be arranged.
How?
I have friends in very high places.
You ruined my shot.
Good.
How'd you find me?
I've come to tell you that this business of ours is over.
Give me a minute, huh, guys? I'll catch up. Are you crazy? I told you I'd find you.
Well, I found you. And I'm telling you, you don't have control over me anymore. I'm not giving you another dime. I'm taking control now.
You've been reading those self-help books again, huh, honey? I own you, Angela. Don't you ever forget that.
It's just your word against mine. That's all you've got.
Well, actually, I have a lot more than my word. I like to have some insurance for days like this. Remember that party we had on the North Shore during that mayor's convention? Maybe that's why you love politics so much, huh? Hey, remember?
I didn't know there was a camera.
Well, I'm a far-sighted kind of guy.
Oh, my God. I hate you.
You can keep the pictures. I have more. I think the best way to handle this in the future is to double next month's payment, okay? And don't ever try to find me again. Cheer up. Polls are looking good.
This will never end.
Good afternoon. I'm calling on behalf of Carter Evans. He's running for senator. Have you considered a candidate yet?
Yes, ma'am. He's done more for environmental issues and inner-city kids than any candidate in the last 2 years.
Angela, phone call.
Of course I know what I'm talking about. He's my husband. Great. Won't regret it.
Well, to be honest, I'm rather apolitical myself, but I do encourage you to give Carter Evans fair consideration. Yeah. Bye.
Thanks. Anđele Evans.
I want the money now, Angela.
Yes,
I'll meet you at the bank in 10 minutes.
I understand. I've got to have it for some lunch. How's Chinese sound?
Ooh, Chinese food. Do they have pot stickers?
Pot stickers, is that what you like?
No, I've never had them. I just like the word.
Okay. Pot stickers it is, and when I get back, I'll help you out with the envelopes.
Oh, thanks, but I finished.
How did you do that?
I'm ambidextrous.
Angela, I've got a call from the Children's Hospital. They're expecting you there tomorrow for the press tour.
Sully, I told you, I've got my own way of helping out, and public appearances is not one of them.
Look, Angela,
Sully.
I gotta tell you, just between you and me, he can't win this thing without you. Now, I know you love him, so why don't you help him? You do love him, don't you?
Of course I do.
Who's Marshall?
Thinking of you?
I have no idea.
Did you get the flowers?
Yes.
I hope no one got the wrong idea. There's only 9,000 here.
I can't withdraw the full amount or they're reported. I'll have the other 1,000 for you tomorrow.
Hey, waiting now. Make it 2,000.
Marshall, I can't. After this, there's nothing left. I'm all tapped out.
Maybe we should think of something else. Maybe I should volunteer on the campaign. Yeah, Carter wins, I'll be closer to the power.
Leave Carter out of this.
I want the money tomorrow, Angela. Or I'll ask Carter for it.
Hey.
Hi.
So, how was the boat?
It was fine. How was the reception?
What do you care?
I do care, you know that.
I don't know what you care about anymore, Angela.
Carter, I want to help, just not the way you want me to. You gotta let me find my own way, okay?
Yeah. Look, Sully's got to put together a campaign disclosure report. We need a complete rundown of our finances. You think you can put our bank statements together?
You need the bank statements?
Yes, I need the bank statements. You think you can do that for me, Angela?
Yeah.
If you do that, I promise. I won't ask you for anything else, okay?
I saw your lights on.
Come on in.
Thanks. Carter has to release his financial statements.
How about some coffee?
That would be great, thank you. Marshall wants more money. And he's threatening to tell Carter. Carter will barely even speak to me. All he wants is the bank records. I'm sorry to drag you into this, Monica, but you're the only one I can talk to.
That's what I'm here for. How much do you take? I've never actually made coffee before.
Here, let me help you with that. You know, it's funny. You seem to have all this wisdom, but you don't know how to make a cup of coffee.
That's the spice of life, I think. Everyone's on a different schedule. Maybe this is the night I'm supposed to learn how to make coffee. And maybe this is the night you're supposed to tell Carter the truth.
You know, I've rehearsed that moment 100 times. Sometimes I write it in a letter. Sometimes I say it at the door with my bags already packed. And sometimes I just say it on the phone because I can't bear to see his eyes when he looks at what it is you really married. But no matter how I practice it, it always ends in goodbye.
You've got to trust his love, Angela.
How can I expect him to forgive me when I can't even forgive myself? I was supposed to be this dynamic activist. And now all I do is I sit in my boat and I thank God that another day has passed and my secret is still safe.
You can't spend your life sitting in a boat staying safe. That's no life.
Listen to you. At least I'm in the boat. You can't even get your feet wet.
So I'll see you at preschool in the morning then.
If I couldn't teach anymore, would you consider taking my place?
That won't happen.
I'm glad I met you, Monica.
Me too.
Good night.
This is a very serious situation.
What do you mean?
Stay close to your friend, Monica. Her decision is at hand.
What decision?
Well, there's no telling what decision a woman will make when she doesn't respect herself.
Something's happening to me, Tess. I'm afraid.
Like being afraid of the sea? Sometimes we're afraid of what we can't control. But Angela is going to make her decision to let her secret free or to bury it deeper.
I wish I could make that decision for her.
That's not what love does.
I've never had a friend before.
Well, what am I, chopped liver?
You know what I mean. The more I get to know about human beings, the more I get to know about myself.
Well, while you're learning about human beings, I wish you'd learn to make a good cup of coffee.
Sully, have you seen Angela?
I wish.
Adam, I'm looking for Angela. Have you seen her? She forgot her life preserver.
No, she didn't forget it. Damn, I hate suicide. It's the hardest part of my job.
Has she?
Not yet.
Then there's still time?
He can't interfere. Come on, Monica, you know that. It's her decision.
Adam, if I could just make her see what she's doing.
Mrs. Evans is not going to be your teacher anymore.
Did she go to Washington, D.C.?
No, she went to a place a little farther away.
But she was going to help me make this grow.
I knew there was something wrong with the bottom of that boat. I was going to re-rivet it when I got back. Never had a woman who was a friend before, you know. I think I just lost my best breath.
Oh, Angela, think of what you're doing.
You won't have much time, you know. The water's very cold.
I know. What about your husband?
Evans withdrew from the race last week after his wife's body was found on the shores of Mystery Lake, the victim of an apparent boating accident. A close college friend of Anđele Evans suggests that her death was, in fact, a suicide, a failed effort to cover up the preschool teacher's past as a high-class call girl.
It's one of those things, kind of a double life. I tried to get her to come clean. It's always better that way, you know. But she was just afraid what her husband might do.
She confided to me many times that he had been quite violent.
No. No, God. Help me.
It's all right.
Monica.
I got you. Don't be afraid, Angela. Hold on. Adamish.
Alive and back on schedule.
Oh, thank God. Angela.
Are you?
Shh. Just relax.
You saved me. Are you?
I am an angel.
Like a real angel.
Sent by God, Angela.
I knew there was something about you. Something so strong. Something so fearless. Something I always wanted to be.
Shh. Look at me, Angela. You are strong. You had the courage to make a sacrifice to save someone that you loved. And you taught me a lesson today. That love erases fear. For when I saw you out there, I would have dived into the deepest ocean to bring you back.
It might not have been such a good idea.
You made the choice, Angela. You want to live. You just don't want to live like this.
But I can't change the past. Can you?
But all you need to know about the past is that no matter what has happened, it has all worked together to bring you to this very moment. And it is this moment, right now, when you can choose to make everything new.
You know something about almost dying?
No, actually, I don't.
All of a sudden, there's not a whole lot more to be afraid of.
She's the one who substituted today. Tess, this is Angela.
It's awfully nice to see you.
Hi.
Especially since we've been walking around this block 45 minutes waiting for you to get here.
Mrs. Evans, I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too, sweetie. And what do we have here?
It's Oscar. He grew.
That's Oscar? Well, he did grow, didn't he?
Well, we all have our little idiosyncrasies. You don't like water, and I'm not much on patience.
It's amazing, huh? Sit down. I need to talk to you about something. Please? I would never do anything to hurt you. You know that. And I've been staying in the shadows because there's something about me that could hurt you if it ever got out.
Go on.
Oh, God. Carter, do you remember when we first met? Do you remember how long it took me before I could let you make love to me? Do you remember that? Remember when I cried when you told me that you loved me? When I finally believed that you loved me? Well, that's because you were the first man. Carter, I put myself through school as a call girl. I was desperate for money, or I thought I was, and I just did it. I just did it. I closed my eyes and my heart, and I just did it. Now, it only lasted for a year. But when you started campaigning, the guy that got me into all of that started to blackmail me. And that's why I've been so distant. I'm sorry.
And I thought you were having an affair.
No.
I thought you didn't love me anymore.
I love you so much, I would leave if I thought it would help.
The most important thing in my life is not being senator. It's you. Loving you. Who you are, who you were, who you want to be.
I guess I should have told you years ago.
I would have married you anyway. Hey. Tell me about this guy.
Oh, he's out of control. I've completely tapped out the savings. And I think if he can't scare you, he'll just go to the press.
What do you think if we go to them first?
I think if it comes out, better it comes out on our terms.
That's what I'm thinking. Are you up for it?
I'm not afraid anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming out. I realize it's a little last minute, but I have an announcement to make. As we gear up for the last part of this campaign, there is something my wife and I feel is necessary to share with you.
A few years ago, during a very difficult time in my life, I made a big mistake.
Well,
I'm doing it.
all I see is your little angel butt sitting on that seat.
You know, Tess, sometimes you can be really pushy.
That's what friends are for.